morning, children. So in the last video, we have done that illustration 22, 23 and 24. And the topic I have covered that median topic, that is ungrouped or row data, and for illustrations of ungrouped or row data, and the few illustrations of your group data, that is discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution, and those sums which I have explained on the board, that is of continuous frequency distribution, illustration number 22, 23, 24. Okay, now let's see the few theories of our median, that is the advantages and disadvantages of median, right? So first is the advantages. So all of you take out your textbook. I will let you know which is the page number. So the page number is 90. So all of you take out your textbook, page number 90. Advantages. The first point is it is easy to calculate and to understand. Median is the first and the most important median is it is very much easy for us to calculate and to understand, right? And second is it can be found by inspection. It can be located by graph. मतलब different ways है आप लोगों को median find करने का. First is the easy. It is very easier to find it and understand. And second is it can be found by inspection. It can be located by graph. We can find it by graph also. It is the only available average when the frequency distribution has open-ended classes, and it is less affected by too large or too small values. Means it is not at all affected. Means that quartile, decile and percentile are affected. We are changing our method according to the values. If it is very large numbers, then we are using another method, and if it is very less smaller digits, then we are using any other method. But in median case, we don't have any limitations, like if the values are more or less, we can use median anyhow. So it can be calculated even if the certain data are missing. Okay, now the disadvantages is it is not rigidly defined. It is not based on all the values. It is not suitable for further algebraic operations, and it is less stable measures of central tendency as compared to mean. Now all the things are having its positive and negative sides, right? Like median is also having its positive and negative. Like it is positive, negative means advantages and disadvantages. Now other positional averages, what are the other positional averages? That is quartile, decile and percentile. Now total positional averages are 4, that is median, quartile, decile and percentile, and first topic we have completed. Now we will go for the other, that is quartiles. Now let's see. We saw that the median divides the data in two equal parts. Means the half portion of any of the thing is called a median. And sometimes we require values that divide data in more parts. We shall now study a few such positional averages. Means if it is divided into half, we say that it is a median. If it is divided into 1/4, we will say it is quartiles, right? So when the observation of the given data are arranged in ascending order, three values which divide the data in 4 equal parts are called the quartiles. 4 equal parts means 1/4. 1 minute. Now, when the observation of the given data are arranged in ascending order, I told you that in median, quartile, decile and percentile, all the methods, you have to first arrange your observation in ascending or descending order. Here we are always arranging in ascending order, right? Now first we have to arrange them in ascending order, and quartile is called the 1/4 part. 1/4 part of anything is called a quartiles, right? So three values which is divided into 4 equal parts are called quartiles. These three parts are denoted by Q1, Q2, Q3, right? So Q1, Q2, Q4 नहीं होगा कभी. Quartiles means Q4 नहीं होता है. इसमें Q1, Q2 and Q3 only, right? Then first 25% value of the data will be less than or equal to 1. Next 25% of the data will be between Q1 and Q, and the further 25% will be between Q1 and Q3, and hence we have 50% data values lying between Q1 and Q3, whereas 25% observations are the values above Q3. Now see from this diagram, see this is called the lowest value and the highest value, and which this is divided into two equal parts, 50% and 50%, that is called the median. जो बीच middle का value होता है, that is called the median, right? 50% is the median, right? Now in the next diagram you can see that quartiles, that 4 equal parts. See, एक full line है, उसको हम लोग 3 parts में divide करते हैं. तो 1 2 3 4 25 25 25 करके हम लोग को 1/4 करते हैं. अगर 100% हो तो 1/4 will be 25 25 25 and 25. So in between what you are getting, that is q1 q2 and q3, right? Quartiles means 1/4 part, means a whole part is divided into 3 equal parts. और जो मिल रहा है वो gaps में हम क्या लिख रहे हैं? 25 25 25 25. That is called a quartiles. Now design. Suppose the observations are arranged in the ascending order. 9 values which will divide the data in 10 equal parts are called the deciles. See, if you are dividing that the whole part into 9 equal parts, then that is called D1, D2, D3, D4 से लेकर D9, not D10, right? 9 equal parts. Like quartiles are divided into 3 equal parts. Deciles are divided into, deciles means 10th part. So 9 equal parts, and percentile means 100 part. So 99 equal parts. Okay, percentile means 99 values of which divide the data in equal parts are called the percentile, right? P1 P2 से लेके P99 तक ही होता है. Okay, now this is the formula. See, if the row data, okay, so I told you that in row data the formula will be the same. In median में हमने क्या देखा था? Row data और ungrouped data में क्या था? n+1/2, right? So in quartile, decile and percentile also you are following the same method, but it is n+1/4, and in decile n+1/10, and in percentile n+1/100. And in discrete also the same thing. Discrete and row data will be, the formula will be the same. And in continuous, that 2 formulas you have to follow, that as I told you in median what we are doing, n/2, and then the long formula, that is L plus n/2 minus CFI/FI into C. The same way in continuous, in quartile n/4, then L plus n/4 minus CFI/FI into C. Then n/10, L plus n/10 upon minus CFI/FI into C. Then n/100, L plus n/100 minus FI C minus CFI/FI into C. Everything will be the same only as in median. Now let's see one illustration, that is illustration number 25. Find the Q1, D7 and P40 for the following data showing runs scored by a batsman in his 20 innings. These are the observation. This is called row data or an ungrouped data, right? First of all, what you have to do, you have to arrange them in an ascending order, right? See, here they have arranged them in an ascending order. Now your Q1 का है ना, so n+1/4th observation. See children, the formula they are given, what they are given, see like this, J they are given, J लिखा होता है ना, J, then n, suppose n plus D7 है, तो n+1 D होगा तो decile होगा तो n+1/10 होता है. अब ये J का क्या यूज है मैं बताती हूँ. अभी यहाँ पर D7 है ना, तो ये जो 7 दिया है वो हम J की जगह पे यूज करेंगे. 5 into n+1/10. Okay, so here in the formula you can see that J is given, so we will be writing in place of J the numbers what is given along with this Q, D and P. Okay, now see here Q1 is 1 है, तो 1 लिखोगे नहीं लिखोगे then 1 and the same thing. If you are writing then also your same answer will be the same only. So 1 into n+1/4th observation. So what is n? That is 20. So 20 plus 1/4, that is 5. 21 divided by 4 is 5.25. 5.25th observation. So I told you when you are getting your values, when the Q1, if it is in a discrete or in row data, if you are getting the numbers in decimal, then you have to follow one more formula. See, in median we have followed value of nth observation plus value of n+1th observation divided by 2. ऐसा कुछ हमने find किया था, है ना? So here also the formula is changing. See, this formula you have to find 5.25 and a decimal mean. The value of the 5th observation means this one before the decimal. This 5th observation plus 0.25. This will remain constant. हमेशा 0.25 आएगा. Then the value of sixth observation minus value of seventh observation. Right? 5 plus 1 क्या होता है? 6. Sixth observation minus, sorry, seventh नहीं है, fifth, sixth minus fifth. Right? Okay. So your fifth observation is, see here, 28. So 28 plus 0.25 in bracket 29, here 29. Sixth observation is 29. 29 minus 28, that is 0.25, or 29 minus 28 is 1. So 28 plus 0.25, that is 28.25. Got it? Now your next sum, D7. So what is this? In D7, what you have to do is, D7, value of 7. See, in place of J, they have taken 7. 7 n plus 1 upon 10th observation. 7 into 20 plus 1 upon 10. So 7 into 21 upon 10 is 14.7th observation. So 14.7th observation होगा तो क्या होगा? Value of the 14th observation plus 0.7. देखो, ये 0.7 लिया ना, 0.7. Then value of the 15th observation minus value of 14th observation, that is 62 plus 0.7, 63 minus 62. So your answer is 62.7. Now P40, value of the 40th observation, the 40 value of the 40th n plus 1 upon 100. Right, so that is 8.4. So value of the 8th observation plus 0.4. 0.4 कहाँ से आया आप लोग को पता है? देखो 8.4 है, तो पॉइंट के बाद का वैल्यू अपने को लेना है. तो ये यहाँ पर हम 0.4 लेंगे. 8 को नहीं लेना है, बट ये से 0.4 लेना है, तो 0.4. Then value of 9th observation minus 8th observation. Okay, so value of 8th observation is 32 plus 0.4 in bracket 40 minus 32. So 32 plus 0.4 in bracket 4 into 8, that is 3.2. So 35.2. So here you got the value of Q1, D7, P40, that is 28.25, 62.7 and 35.2 runs respectively. So these are the values of your quartile, decile and percentile. Okay. Now let's see our next illustration. Now your next illustration is 26th one. So now 26th illustration is of continuous frequency distribution. So let's see that sum, because the formula is almost the same. So you will not feel like tough doing this sum. Okay, now the question is, the following data refer to the milk quantity in 90 bags filled by a machine in a dairy. Now the class is, the top heading is, the first column is milk content, that is milliliter, that is 485 to 490, 490 to 495, and 495 to 500, 500 to 505, 505 to 510. Okay. Now frequency, that is number of bags, 521, 33, 23 and 8. Simply all the sums are, all the numbers are given, that is, and the class is also in a simple form. No need of finding the class or the FI. They have directly given the class and FI. Now the next column is of CFI. I told you, in median, quartile, decile and percentile, only 3 columns will come. That is, class and frequency will be given in the question, and CFI you have to find. So how to find CFI? First is 5, then 5 plus 21 is 26, 26 plus 33 is 59, 59 plus 23 is 82, 82 plus 8 is 9. Okay, so total of frequency is also 9. Now your what you have to find, that Q3, D2 and P55. So your Q3 is 3 into n upon 4th observation, right? So your p is n is 19, 3 into 90 upon 4th observation, that comes to 67.5th observation. 67 means comes in this column. 67 means your 500 to 505. This one is your, this is your Q3. Okay, so here what you have to do, your next formula you have to use that the big formula Q3 equal to L plus 3n by 4 minus EFI upon FI into C. So here your L is 500 and 3 into n by 4 means you have to substitute the value of n, then you will be getting 67.5. ये same thing आएगा आप लोगों का 3 into n by 4 का minus CFI. CFI will be 59. This will be your CFI and this will be your FI. Okay. Now, after substitution, you will be getting 500 plus 67.5 minus 59 upon 23 into 5, that is 500 plus 8.5 upon 23 into 5, 500 plus 42.5 divided by 23, 500 plus 1.8478, that is 501.8478, that is 501 point approx is 85, right? 8474 को round up किया, 7 को round up किया तो 85. Okay, thus the maximum quantity of milk 501.85 milliliter in 75% bags having least milk content. This is quota X means 75%. Now decide D2 class of the 2 first your short formula is 2 into n by 10. So 2 into 90 by 10, that is 18th observation. So your 18th observation means this one 490 to 495 will be your class. Okay, so 490 to 495 will be your class. Then D2 long formula L plus 2 into n by 10 minus EFI upon FI into C. So 490 plus 18 minus 5 upon 21 into 5. Like this we have to do the calculation. 490 plus 13 upon 25 into 5. So that is 490 plus 65 upon 21. 65 upon 21 को divide करेंगे तो 3.0952. तो approx क्या हो जाएगा ये 3.10 हो जाएगा. Okay, so that will be we will be adding this. Okay, इसको ऐड करेंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा आप लोग का 434.93.1. So your maximum quantity of the milk in is 493.1 milliliter in 20% bags having least milk content. Percentile is P55. So your short formula is 55 into n by 100. So that comes to 49.5. So your long formula L plus 55 into n upon 100 upon CFI. अभी ये 49.5 है, तो देखो कहाँ पर फॉलो होगा 495 to 500. है ना? See. So L will be 495, CFI will be 26 and FI 33 और C 55. C कहाँ से मिलता है? Class length of the particular class whichever we got, that is 495 और 500 के बीच का difference. Okay. Now P55 equal to L plus 55 n upon 100 minus CFI. CFI upon FI into C. So 495 plus 495.49.5 minus 26 upon 33 into 5. So 495 plus 2, 23.5 upon 33 into 5. So divide करने पर multiply, first you have to do the multiplication and then divide. That is 117.5 upon 33. That comes to 3.5606. So 495.3.5606 is 498.5606. That is the approximate is 498.5. Right. So the maximum quantity of the milk is 498.56 milliliter in 55% bags having least milk content. Right. This is the answer for your illustration number 26. Right. Now your next illustration is illustration number 27. We have the following information from a survey of 100 customer of a bank on the number of visits to the bank during a month. Now the number of visits is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And the number of customer is 12, 22, 40, 15, 6, 4 and 1. Right. So what you have to find? You have to find quartile, first quartile, that is Q1, fourth decile, that is D4, and 95th percentile, that is P95. And it is in a discrete frequency distribution. This is a discrete frequency distribution. Continuous नहीं है क्योंकि ये class नहीं है. Okay. Now see, Xi is there, Fi is there. Now you have to find third column CFI. Okay, 12. 12 plus 22 is 34, 34 plus 40 is 74, 74 plus 15 is 89, 89 plus 6 is 95, 95 plus 4 is 99, 99 plus 1 is 100. Now Q1 का formula n plus 1 upon 4th observation, 100 plus 1 upon 4, that is 101 by 4 is 25.25. Okay, so 25.25 means suppose इस पे formula में देख लो first of all 25th क्या है 25th is this one. Here this 25th also belongs to this one. 25th observation भी 1 है और 26th observation भी 1 है. तो हमें वो second formula use करने की जरूरत नहीं है जो हम लिखते थे ना 25th observation plus 0.5 then in bracket 26th minus 25th. ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं because both 25th and 26th both are having the same value. That's why we are writing directly Q1 equal to 1. Second formula we are not using, and the reason is this, that 25th and 26th value, because in formula what is the value 25th observation, that formula is that alternate next second formula. If your answer Q1 is in decimal, then you are using that another formula na, that is 25th observation plus 0.25 in bracket 26 minus 25th. So if you are using the formula also, then also you will getting 1 only. See, substitute the values, write down, all of you write that alternate method. Here another formula, that is your 25th observation, value of 25th observation plus 0.25 in bracket value of 26th observation minus value of 25th observation. So whatever is the values, you just put that. See, so 25th observation क्या है आप लोगों का 1 plus 0.25. And what is the value of 26th observation? 1 and 25th also 1. So what will be 1 plus 1 minus 1? That is 0. Then 0 multiplied by 0.25 क्या हो जाएगा? That will be 0 only. So 1 plus 0, your answer comes to 1. Right? So that's why I have told you that direct इतना सारा कुछ करने से better है हमारे यहाँ पर जो formula के accordingly 26th minus 25th, right? So 26th and 25th दोनों का value ये 1 ही आ रहा है. That's why we have taken directly the value 1 without using this second formula. Understood? Now your Q1 is 1. Now let's see what is asked D4. So now D4 your short formula is 4 into n plus 1 upon 10. So n plus 1 upon 10. So what is n? 100. Right. So 4 into 100 plus 101 upon 10, this is 40.4. So 40.4 means कहाँ पर आएगा? ये 2. Right. So your long formula will be here also 40 and 41. 40 और 41 दोनों इसमें belong करता है. Right. So your D4 will be 2 only. Same thing. Right. Now P95. So 95 into n plus 1 upon 100. That is 101. 101 upon 100. That is 95.95. That comes to here you are using this formula, that is value of the 95th observation plus 0.95 in bracket 96th observation minus 95th. दोनों के values अलग होंगे इसीलिए ये formula use किया. Now 4 plus 0.95 in bracket 5 minus 4. 4 plus 0.95 and that is 4.95. Right. So this is the value of your 90p95 and you have to end your statement in this answer in statement, that is maximum number of the visit is 4.95, the approx is 5 among 95% least visiting customers. 95% कहाँ से आया? ये जो P95 है ये 95% आया. Okay. Now this is the end of your 27th illustration. Now children, we will do the next illustration, that is illustration number 28 in our next video. And this much is enough for today. And practice all the sums whatever I have explained today. So please practice 1 or 2 times in your rough book and complete your pair. Many students are sending the PDF. Very good. Those students who send me the PDF of your first and second chapter, and many students are sending the graph and each and every particular regular. They are completing their work regularly and completing and submitting me the PDF. Good students, you are doing the good work. Okay. And many students have still not sent the PDF, so you take your time and please complete your book and send it to me. Okay. So this is your end of your today's session. We'll see you in the next video.